Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Scrumptious Kitchen, where today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious crumb cake with just a few simple ingredients. So let's get started on our filling. So to get started, we are going to mix a quarter cup of packed brown sugar. Put that right in the bowl. 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Take a fork and give it a good mix. And hopefully not get everything all over the place. So how is everybody doing today? Today it's a little cloudy out, but I reckon the temperature is really nice. All right, so this is our filling, and we're going to set that aside for now. The next thing we're going to work on is our streusel topping. So here I have 6 tablespoons of melted butter, and that's melted unsalted butter. And to that we're going to add 1/3 of a cup of white sugar, half of a cup of brown sugar, one and 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, that's my oven telling me it's all ready, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and we're going to do 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to mix that all in together. I use a fork. To me, it just is a little bit easier. And this is going to be a dry and crumbly mixture that goes on the top of our cake before baking. All right, I'm just going to finish mixing this up and I'll be right back. Now we're going to begin mixing our wet ingredients. So I have 2 large eggs, and I like to start with those first. That way, if any shells wind up in the bowl, I can fish them out. And it looks like we are shell-free. One cup of sour cream. If you don't have sour cream, plain Greek yogurt will do. and a teaspoon of good vanilla. And we're just going to give that a good whisk. Now I'm going to get out the good old stand mixer for the next step, and I'll be right back. For this next step, we are going to cream together our butter and sugar. So that's half a cup of softened butter and 1 cup of sugar. And you want to cream this until it's light and fluffy, so it's going to take 2 to 3 minutes. Now, do you see how that consistency has changed and the color has lightened up ever so slightly? So that is nice and fluffy and pale. Okay. Now, I'm going to alternate between adding the wet and dry ingredients, starting and ending with the dry. Okay? So we'll just add a little bit of each. And what this does is it helps to prevent over-mixing and creating too much gluten formation. So that way it helps that your cake not be so tough. Another addition of liquid. Of the dry ingredients. And let's give this bowl a scrape down. You do want to make sure that everything is in there. Get all the way to the bottom. You know what I always say. We don't want any clumps of flour in our cake. And then just give the paddle attachment a quick scrape down. And of course, you can make this with a regular hand mixer or by hand, you know, just with a wooden spoon. Very easy mix. Going to do us for the mixing. Now let's start building our cake. So we're going to take our batter. I'm going to start by putting half of it in a greased and floured pan, which I have right here, and mine I believe is a 9x9 or an 8x8 pan. So we're going to put half in, and then just spread that out as best as you can. Then we are going to take our filling and we're just going to sprinkle that over the cake. And just kind of pat it down ever so lightly. Let me wash my hands, I'll be right back. I've always said clean hands were the best tools for cooking. So now we're going to take the other half of our cake batter and just put that on, kind of dot it around a little bit. Going to spread that out as well. Try to get it to the edges if you can. If not, no big deal. Now for our crumb topping. This is going to be so good, everybody. All right. Just going to sprinkle all of this on top of the cake. Evenly, of course. And if you want, you can add pecans or walnuts or anything you like to the topping. And it'll all come out good. All right. You know, somebody once told me that I say all right a lot when I'm recording these, and I think that's all right. So anyway, we are done building our cake. I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven for about 40 minutes, and I will see you when it's done. So here it is, everyone. Doesn't it look delicious? All right, let's give it a little taste with some coffee. All right, so if you all enjoyed this recipe as much as I enjoyed making it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click that bell. And I hope to see you again really soon.